Listen, you know I cape for my alma mater as much as I possibly can. You know that.
No, not you.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for the free agency frenzy, I would definitely be talking about my college basketball team right now.
That's a good game.
I understand that we don't send winners all the time to the next level. And I understand that the Dallas Cowboys having issues with their defensive line and right up the middle and not being able to get the right mix there for quite some time. Of the names involved. The 4-letter word in Dallas for that is taco. Charlton.
Could have had.
That's the way I'm going.
Could have had.
I'm not talking about chickening out or Tuesdays. I'm saying taco Charlton.
Yeah.
Didn't work out, man.
It did not.
Didn't work out. And there's been a revolving door. And last year, out goes Micah because the handshake was the handshake or it wasn't a handshake or whatever the hell was going on with Micah.
Micah.
Out he goes. In comes Kenny Clark. Middle of the season, the Cowboys are like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take some of this Micah stuff, and we're going to flip some of that capital for Quinnen Williams.
Loved it.
Not a bad idea. Today, they went back into the Green Bay shopping center.
Right.
And they plucked Rashan Gary, who one can absolutely say with certainty is no Taco Charlton. This Michigan Wolverine is a different story. And he has led Green Bay in sacks in 3 of the last 5 seasons. He leads the Packers with 46.5 sacks since drafted in 2019. 7.5 sacks in each of the last 3 seasons. He's one of a dozen players in the NFL with 7.5 sacks in each of their last 3 seasons. And the Dallas Cowboys have had only one player with 6 or more sacks last year. It was Jadeveon Clowney, who they plucked off the couch. This is what they need at that position.
Yes, sir.
You want pass rush? You got your pass rush.
Needed it.
And he and Kenny Clark know how to work together. And there's Quinnen Williams. Oh, my goodness, TJ. Are they making the right moves here?
Hey, BTB.
Am
Bust the budget.
Bust the budget.
Am I wondering if they're making the right move?
Seriously.
Yeah.
It seems though, right? We all said that this is what they need to do. They had to historically horrible defense last year. We had to fortify it. And I'm liking the move so far, man.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Which is they're making some moves here.
There's one more move I'd like to see them make up.
What, Trey Hendrickson?
Oh, baby.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, sir. But I like it. I like what we're doing.
I mean, basically what they've done here is in the last, one would say what? So since August, right?
Okay.
Dallas has traded away Micah Parsons and a 2027 4th-round draft choice.
Yeah, F them picks.
And have in return received a first in this year's draft, a first in next year's draft, Kenny Clark and Rashan Gary. Let me ask you this. With each passing day, does it look better? With each passing day?
Couldn't look worse.
I don't know. I like Micah Parsons.
Sure, but
when's Micah coming back even? You know what I mean? Like, anything can happen. Sure. I'm just saying it, just looking at it. They flip Micah Parsons, get 2 ones. They take some of that capital. Also, Quinnen Williams. Yeah. I mean, you could add Quinnen Williams to this list. Kenny Clark, Rashan Gary. What if I told you?
What if I told you,
TJ?
Yes.
On the day Micah Parsons was traded.
It was a dark day in my life.
And you refused to sign this document.
Couldn't do it.
The release of fandom. TJ Jefferson. You refused to do it. It is still a blank line.
Oh.
Nothing to notarize. You know why? Because we don't have a notary here.
Come on, Jay.
Right? It's still empty.
It's going to stay empty.
TJ Jefferson still has not signed it. But if I told you on this day and handed you a pen, and you were like thinking, I'm going to put pen to this paper. Damn, this whole business.
I probably thought about it for
Micah. Okay, right? All that. Yeah. You're going to get, at the end of the day, a first-round draft choice still in your pocket.
Yes.
Rashan Gary, Kenny Clark, and Quinnen Williams are on your defensive line. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd take a
You'd- you-
blowtorch to that.
You would have agreed to the deal. Send him, right? You say send him.
At this point, yeah.
At that point, I'm just saying.
At that point, feelings were too heavily involved the day it happened,
I mean, you know what? You should do it. Your feelings is what Les Snead does with his picks.
Forget him.
To be very blunt, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because this is the side of the ball you need to figure out.
Yes, sir.
And they tried for Max Crosby, and when they don't go for it because they don't want to give up 2 ones for him, they land Rashan Gary for a 4th. Come on now,
Whole
man.
defensive coaching staff in there.
Right?
Man, it's just expectations now, man. But I got hope. And as we said earlier, as a fan, right, Chris, you just want to have some
All
hope.
you want is a little hope.
The Cowboys allowed the most points per game and passing yards per game in the NFL last year, and I don't think that's going to happen again.
It better not.
But what they did on offense, I think, is more repeatable. Dude.
I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do.
Which is what?
Flip out and say we're into the Super Bowl. But
You're going with the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying I'm not. Listen.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not
Just say
saying
it.
that.
Say
but
it.
I'm saying
Say
we
it.
are going to be much better than we were last year.
Oh, that's all he's going to do.
That's all I can give you.
Bust the budget.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.